Gentlemen No Class is proud to be a part of the HC Universal Network. Gentlemen No Class is produced, mixed, and edited by M5 Studios.
This podcast contains explicit language and is intended for adult audiences. The views and opinions of Gentlemen No Class are strictly for comedic purposes and should not be taken literally. For instance, like this disclaimer. Now grab yourself a pint and enjoy.
Hey, so welcome to another episode of Gentlemen No Class, a podcast that when the going gets weird, the weird turn pro. I'm Jake.
Paul.
And I'm Rob.
And like it or not, gentle ladies and gentlemen, we are the hosts for this evening's episode. What is up, everyone?
Oh, nothing much. What's up with
right.
you?
You're back, baby.
I'm back.
You're alive.
I'm back, yeah.
You beat that bullshit. Right?
Oh,
right?
have that.
Supposedly,
have
you
that
know. But because of that, a little slight change of plans. We were supposed to have a guest, and he was a little concerned and worried because of Jacob, and we decided.
No, he wasn't worried.
He
for me.
Concerned if
he
I
was
had-
very worried.
He wasn't worried for me.
Yeah, but I'd be worried if I had to sit next to you too.
So, what are you trying to say?
So for those of you that may not know, I had COVID, and I am
We
back.
talked about it last
I know,
episode.
but I mean,
not everybody
yeah,
fucking
whatever.
knows. So.
I'm just bringing it up again. But yeah. So I mean, it makes me feel that I'm contaminated, and I feel a way about it.
Tainted.
I mean, I get it. Like, I don't want to hang out with this guy or this and that. So I do appreciate you guys. Like saying fuck that. We're gonna still roll with this
We're not
podcast.
treating you like a leper.
There you
Fucking
go.
dirty little secret.
I get it though. I'm not.
A
It is what
leper.
it is. It is what it is. It's just. It's like Outbreak, you know, like, oh fuck, I'm waiting for the guy in the
monkey?
hazmat suit. Yeah, the hazmat suit to come in and like fucking quarantine us.
Nah,
God
you're
damn.
good. I mean, I think the last episode went really well. Our call-in thing. I think we should do that more often. Actually.
Oh yeah. So I don't have to drive all the way over
baby.
here.
No, I mean not with you. I mean with other people. Your ass still has to drive over here.
Oh, I got you. Yeah.
So,
Ow.
well, we
Yeah.
were going to do some discussions about the
Yeah.
election and stuff, but we really wanted somebody who actually knows what they're talking about to come on here. So
Supposedly.
yeah, allegedly.
I'm Chris. Rape me later, whatever.
Nobody named names until you just named that name. So
I was just. You don't know what I'm talking about.
okay, whatever. God damn, you opened like 4 different bottles of water?
No, it's the first
He needs a
bottle.
variety.
Okay. I don't want to leave it open because if it spills, there goes the equipment.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean? So I got to think ahead.
So I saw a bunch of stuff I wanted to talk to you about because it's all fucking DC related, unfortunately.
Great. Here
Nice,
we go.
nice. Okay.
So they're getting real close to the Snyder cut of Justice League
Right.
being released. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So they are the Snyder cut's coming out. He's talking more and more about it every day. So what have you heard about it?
I haven't heard much. I've been playing video games the past 2 weeks, to be honest with you.
What kind of games?
I bought Mafia 2.
Oh.
I went through Godfather 1, 2, and 3. So I was
Nice.
like,
I played that. That's pretty fun.
Yeah.
I always wanted to play part 3,
it's
but I
fun.
never did.
It's fun.
GTA
But
Mafia.
no, so I have not heard anything lately. What they got? What they got for Daddy?
So here's, from my understanding, Zack Snyder said that he only reshot an additional 4 to 5 minutes of footage.
Okay.
He only shot 4 to 5 minutes of new footage. But
there's a lot of footage that they did not use in the original, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So like we are truly getting like the Snyder cut of this. And he showed some pictures of what the Martian Manhunter looks like.
I saw that.
And he also said that Jared Leto's Joker is going to be more of a road weary kind of beat down older Joker.
It's not going to be Jared Leto,
Yeah.
though.
Yeah, it
Nice.
is. It's Jared Leto.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He
That's,
played Joker in the Snyder cut of it, but they
Right.
cut him completely out.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Rightfully so.
And then they also said that they're going to do like there's probably going to be some flashback sequences where they reference the death of Dick Grayson.
Okay.
Where they show the Robin suit in the shitty cut of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that's disappointing because I'm a huge Jared Leto fan. He's really good. I think he's a fucking
What's
fantastic
disappointing then? He's your
actor.
Joker.
Yeah, but he didn't do. I just didn't like it. it was
Suicide
disappointing.
Squad.
It was disappointing.
You didn't like Suicide Squad.
Yeah, that too, but I didn't like what he was going for. It was just, I mean, it is what it is, but you can't all be winners. But that was just one of his not so good moments in his career.
Well, I mean, we don't know what he did in the Snyder Cut, though. We haven't seen it.
Right.
Yeah, that's true.
You're just not even going to give him the benefit of the doubt that maybe he did a decent job?
Yeah, but this is only basis of what I've known and what I've seen. Like, I'm just disappointed that I wasn't as like connected to the character at all. Like most of the other films I've seen him, a lot of he's very convincing to where I'm connected. You know, that's good acting.
All right. Yeah.
Just good way of portraying a character.
Yeah, I mean, he does go all out for his roles.
Yeah,
and stuff
he's
like
very
that.
dedicated.
So yeah, I mean, and what was one of the other things? I also saw.
What did you see?
No, we're on air.
Okay, it's just blinking.
Yeah, it's supposed to blink.
Okay,
to tell you you're on air.
I thought I was supposed to roll it twice.
No.
Okay,
No, you're good.
Okay. Well, it's short of having surgery doing this shit.
There's a lot of stuff to remember.
Yeah.
So no, but anyway, like, what was the other thing that Snyder said? Oh, yeah, the Jared Leto thing, and that we're gonna see probably the death of Dick Grayson shown in this with no Superman reshoots now.
Oh, nice.
And because we're using all that original footage to know, like, edited out blurry upper lip from Henry Cavill.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's going to be like a legit Superman shots and stuff. But what was the other thing that I saw? That was the big thing. They said we're supposedly going to get a Snyder Cut trailer like in the next week or so.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
I think they said the 17th, which today's the 14th.
What if it's like just the original Justice League trailer? And he's just like fucking with everybody.
And it's just Zack Snyder, like a little thing of Zack Snyder, like he edits himself into it every once in a while.
The big ass, like, you know, gag.
That'd be fucking funny.
That'd be
as
awesome.
Shit.
I don't care. It's fine.
So what are your thoughts on this? Like this whole like the Snyder cut of Justice League. Like
I'm excited about it.
There's no precedence for this where like they've replaced, like a movie has replaced a director, and then like the fan uproar was so large that they had to like that they wanted the original cut of the movie. That a studio is paying to finish the movie the original way.
Which is great because I hope it like, you know, makes a whole bunch of numbers. And they listen to the fans, and the fans are not completely dumb. You know what I mean? It feels like, the fans have their little remarks. It's like, we're not going to listen to the fans. The studio wants what the studio wants, and that's what we're going to roll with. Yeah. So if this kind of like shows them like, hey, listen to the fans from now on, get what the fans what they want. Maybe other movies will have that opportunity now.
Yeah, that's a good.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, depending on what it is, like you're fucking with somebody's vision. Like, even if you don't like it,
you're going to make an uproar based off an original, right? So someone made an original.
Never mind.
You're going to be like, okay,
I get it.
It should have been this way.
I was speaking.
I mean,
I was just speaking broadly, just like any movie or anything. But no, I see your point. You're right.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, and we're seeing more and more of that lately. You know what I mean? I guess the first example is like
cancel culture.
The Sonic the Hedgehog thing.
Yeah, that was
live video ended for some reason.
Oh, we've been cut off.
Yeah. I don't know, man. That's what I'm saying. If they hit on air again,
this isn't the day.
Did you hit on air?
No, I hit it once, and we're good. That's what I asked you.
Is it still flashing?
It's flashing.
What does it say on the?
Your live video has ended. Ooh. Yeah, amateurs, man.
I know. We'll hit go live again.
It's not letting me. It's not letting me. But continue on. I'll fuck with this here.
Okay, you may just maybe hit off on the ATEM for under the on air. Take it off air, and then hit on air again. If you pull up on the laptop, if you pull up the ATEM switcher panel, see what it says. And just a quick shout out. We want to give our friends over at Eureka Heights a big shout out for sponsoring our podcast. Make sure you go check them out. The tap room is open in limited quantities now. 941 West 18th Street in the Heights. Make sure you go over there. Tell them we sent you. Make sure you go find our boy Evan and slap him on the ass and tell him
say congratulations.
Congratulations.
For
So he just got married, and so we want to make sure that he's having a good time. But yeah, make sure you go over. Remember, 941 West 18th Street in the Heights, Eureka Heights Brewing. They're winning some awards. Wicked Awesome. That's one of my favorite beers that they have. Just won an award. So now that they're an award-winning beer company, do you think I think that means that we can pressure them a little harder to restock our fridge a little more often than they have been now.
I was just hoping not to use a gun or anything, but it is what it is, Evan.
Anyway, remember 941 West 18th Street in the Heights. Tell them Gentlemen No Class sent you.
Hopefully
Hey, well, that's fun.
Technical difficulties.
Yeah.
Yeah, it happens. This wasn't the night, apparently. Rob
I blame it on
lied.
Chris. Blame it on Chris for not showing up.
Confidence. It's all right. You're all right.
Confidence is key.
Baby.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened. There's I'm telling you, you're right. This is like performing fucking open heart surgery.
Yeah, well, it's a little shy of that.
There's a lot of stuff going on.
A little shy of that.
I would call it full on open heart,
Well, I mean, you might as well.
The pressure is there.
The pressure is there.
What do you know about pressure?
Where's that from?
I have kissed a man.
Ace Ventura.
Oh, it's been a while.
Your gun is digging into my hip.
All righty. Now we are back, I think, for sure.
Maybe. There's a little delay from when we hit go. There's about a minute and a half
It's a
or so.
freaking learning curve. It's like more like a hill now. About to be a fucking. It's actually a plateau. We just fell right off. Like fuck it.
we're still falling down.
One of these days, we're gonna get it.
Straight to the moon.
Damn, there you go, pal. Straight to the moon.
Pal, straight, yeah.
Pal, straight to the moon.
So anyway,
ride a kisser. Ride a kisser. Ride a kisser. Ride a kisser. The whole pocket. Ride a kisser.
Yeah.
Ride a kisser.
You're gonna do that the whole episode?
Yeah, right.
That's how we're gonna do this?
Ride a kisser.
This is showdown.
Ride a kisser. Ride a kisser. Ride a kisser.
I will punch you.
Ride a kisser.
Yeah, that's that COVID cough.
Kisser.
That's that dry cough.
I'm gonna get.
Yeah, exactly. So,
I'll punch you.
What were we talking about? What were we talking about?
We were talking about.
We were interrupted by
our technical
stupid
difficulties.
Shit that I don't.
We were talking about the Snyder Cut. So,
man. I haven't had a beer in a while.
Shit, if I was locked up in the house for 2 weeks, that's all
All
I'd
you've
be
been
doing.
doing, yeah. You gotta also make sure, like you know, the two kids that I have, they don't like burn the house down.
Well, you've got another person there to help you.
She went to work earlier. She went to work on Wednesday. Yeah. 10 days.
Oh, poor baby. So you only had 2 days alone in the house.
No, I had the kids. No, I had Landon. He was still. It was so weird. He was still quarantined for the 14 days because he was in that class. I don't know. It's so weird. Megan only had like 10 days.
What?
For
Why?
the CDC.
For CDC guidelines?
Yeah. But Landon got 14?
14. Because it's the teacher, because he was in Landon. That's right. Because Landon in his class, the whole class got quarantined. The teacher had to stay out for 14 days, which is weird. They get the 14, but whatever. I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
It's weird.
It's all fucked up.
It's all
really
kind of
is. It's like, it's just.
I go by what they tell me to do. I'm like, okay. Because they did say that once you get that test, 14-day, 2-week quarantine, the county health department called us and said 14 days. And if you go out partying, no, actually, he didn't say that. I made a joke. So if I go out to a party and I get drunk and I get pulled over, I'm going to get a ticket for drunk driving and being out on COVID. And he started laughing like, yeah.
Yeah, you'll be jailed.
He laughed, but he was like,
God damn,
you will. For sure, that's going to happen.
Fucked up.
Yeah.
Well, that sucks. Well, we're glad to have you back anyway.
Yeah.
2 weeks to, in the drunk tank, right?
2 weeks.
It won't be 2 weeks. It'll be like 1 day.
Yeah, but I mean, there was all those things that we talked. You were like, "Oh yeah, I'm going to catch up. I'm going to watch The Boys so that we could talk about it."
I did watch season 1.
I'm going to watch The Mandalorian so we could talk about that.
What about the Mafia 2 game?
Yeah, baby.
It's
now
fun,
we're going back. I can't wait. I'm going to get a PS5 next year. I can't wait for that. It came out 2 days ago.
You must be very proud of yourself. Yeah.
But I don't know because I've seen memes. I haven't looked into it though. But Is Xbox One's or what? It's right? That's what it's called. One?
No, that's
that's the one before.
Dude, Xbox One. That's like fucking 10 years ago, bro.
No, that was this recent generation.
Now, I don't know what it's called.
Now it's whatever, the newest one. Yeah. It's outselling more than PS5s. I don't know. Like I haven't looked into it. Like I said, this is only the basis off of shit posting. I saw that they're just making fun of it.
It is.
So I don't know if that's true. I don't know if you heard anything.
I have not followed up on that.
What game system do you have, Jake?
I have a PS4, and I'm gonna ride a PS4 for another year, probably.
I'm getting PS5 because of Resident Evil 8 next year. I can't wait. And Cyberpunk 2077. It looks fucking amazing.
That Spider-Man game actually. I will.
Now you can contribute games.
Yeah, no, I mean not really, because I will tell you this. I wasn't a gamer. I didn't have game systems like.
You're more into like hunting and
no, I've never been hunting.
The beard, I mean,
good stereotype
beard, yeah, of course,
yeah. That's fine. You can prejudice and stereotype me. That's fine.
I'm allowed
Viking
to.
On the nice, that's how you correctly use the word. By the way, that's the correct word you use. By the way,
assumption. I mean, I just reaching in the air and
that's
hunting. Maybe
there's nothing wrong with that.
I've never been hunting. I hate fishing.
You never been hunted?
Yeah. Like in the
Every
past.
time I walk into a bar, I get hunted. What are you talking about?
Oh yeah, a lot of guys checking you out.
It's hard to look this good and go out in public.
A lot of fellas, baby, give me a bear tonight. I was gonna come on with the.
I mean, Paul. I mean, I don't expect you to understand what that's like, but it is difficult.
Tell me about it.
You got that Alanis Morissette thing. I like it. Just take your shirt off, baby.
Shit.
Cover them nips.
That's
fucked up about the Miles Morales game. It's only on PS5.
I didn't know that.
Well,
like,
hold on,
I've
wait.
seen somebody play.
I thought there was on, because I saw side-by-side comparison.
Oh, was it?
No, there was the Spider-Man game. There's a Spider-Man game that's on PS4.
Then there's this I'm sorry, that guy.
Miles Morales.
Okay.
That's the new
That's a
Spider-Man.
PS5 exclusive, I think.
Oh, exclusive. All right, dating.
The games do look pretty good. I mean,
it's fine.
I've seen Tracy's son play it, and I mean, the graphics on it are pretty awesome.
Ooh,
I will say the last game that I owned and played, the last game system that I had.
Let me guess.
Go ahead.
Pong.
God damn.
Fucking newer than that.
No, okay. No, you mentioned the GoldenEye.
Fucking
N64.
Was that the last? Yeah, N64.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Nintendo 64 was the last game system I had. The Legend of Zelda.
That's a good one to fall
Link
off
to
on.
the Past.
Yeah, that's a good
Was
one.
it Link to the Past?
I don't know. I was never a Zelda fan.
That was the only games that I liked. That's the only reason I bought a Nintendo 64 is because of the Zelda game looked really badass. And at the time, it was like super awesome. You know what I mean? So anyway, yeah, that's the extent of my gaming. And Tracy had a Super Nintendo or something like that or something. And we used to play.
Yeah, we're cut off again. I don't know why.
Oh my
God. The your live video has ended.
I wonder if the internet's just really
it's
laggy.
very possible.
Yeah, blame it on the internet.
Wi-Fi? What's the Wi-Fi internet on the laptop?
Let's see here.
What's your MySpace?
I'm gonna get to it. I don't know, man. I think what's this video box tab open?
Hell yeah, classic. Pay for your porn.
Where do I go for that? The
Virus
Wi-Fi
free.
To the top.
I know. I'm looking.
Click
There
on the Wi-Fi.
There it is. Okay.
Just tell me what
turn Wi-Fi on.
No, just
I'm just kidding.
Wi-Fi's on.
What do we do?
Just tell me what network it's on.
It's on the M5 Studio 5G.
Turn it onto the grid. I don't know. We don't need to redo this. We'll just
we'll do it live. Goddammit.
Now we'll just roll with it like it is. I mean, we'll just keep recording.
I want to start a fire with somebody
To
that's
the
gonna
grid.
end bad, but it's gonna be fun.
It doesn't have it. It's not searching for any other Wi-Fi, and it's only having that. So open network preferences. It just has M5. It doesn't have anything else. Because usually a search for it, it's not searching for anything.
I don't know. That's weird.
I'm going to live stream X Hamster. Think it's gonna work?
You can do better than that.
You guys want to see cute hamsters, right? You like cute hamsters.
Fuck that meme.
Yeah, shut up. That's because you didn't bring it up.
What?
Huh? Yeah. So about that election.
God damn it.
Yeah, no, we're gonna save that for a future episode.
I mean, okay. I don't. We don't have to get into
whatever.
But I mean, I think it was super anticlimactic. I mean, we can say that. Is that okay?
I guess. Sure.
Yeah, I think the internet right now is super super slow.
Slow. Oh,
I don't know what's going on.
Did you check the?
That's where the poor
rate?
baby fucking.
You checked your what's called your speed? Did a speed test?
Yeah, I just did a speed test. It's only like normally it's at like 300. It's at like 40.
Whoa!
Wait, hold on. You got
That's a
300
fucking
Mbps.
huge decline.
That's a nice speed.
Well, I have
Fucking
gigabit internet.
Oh,
so,
do you? Oh, well,
yeah,
how's that working for you now? Sick.
Fiber,
Burn.
baby.
Maybe I may run. I have a line run. I may just run a hard line to this from now on, and just run it like that, and fucking do it live hard line next time.
Yeah, and I'll be there to not help.
Yeah.
You already helped. You already ran the hard line. It already exists.
Oh man,
You're like, fuck. I wanted to not do nothing.
yeah, I had to do it.
So
Yeah.
what were we talking about?
Games and whatnot.
Video games and shit.
I'm looking forward to PS5. Like it's revitalizing my interest, especially Resident Evil 8 and Cyberpunk 2077. Those games look fun. I look forward to them.
Yeah.
The graphics, man. Like I've been waiting to this day to where, I mean, we're getting so close. It's going to become seamless. Like, it's going to be hard to tell reality versus a game. We're that fucking close.
Yeah.
I say next generation, hell, maybe even within this generation, this console will be, we'll be very close. So, the blur, the lines between reality and the game, it'll be that seamless. Like,
right.
We're very close.
Here I am fucking with the channels. Like, oh shit, I don't need to fuck with the channels.
I mean,
Yeah.
you can keep trying to do like we did and just start a new post every, see if you can get it to come up like we did. You don't have to restart the ASIM.
I see. Okay. Okay. All right.
I don't know I don't know why the internet is being so slow right now. It's probably because it's Saturday night and it's like prime time internet time.
What the fuck? That's like any time, though. Nah, you're right. It's like Roseanne or some shit in the 90s. I don't fucking know.
I went to your
Roseanne.
I don't know why I said Roseanne. It just came out of nowhere.
So you're more like a horror gamer?
Yeah,
You play Last of Us?
Particularly survival horror. Yeah.
I play Among Us. That's a good game.
Among Us?
Yeah. No, I when I first got a PS4, it came with it. It was a package. It came with it, the code. And man, it just made me really fall in love with playing the games. And it kind of had, a little slight Resident Evil vibe. I love a good storyline too, man. Like I was so connected. They did a good job of letting you as a gamer being connected to the story as much as like enjoying the game, but the story too has a huge impact, and that's why I love Resident Evil. Like the very beginning, the storylines are just, I don't know. Like they have their own style. Capcom does a hell of a job hiring some of these directors and these people that had the visions behind these games,
right? And
they there's sad moments in the game too, kind of similar to the Last of Us, and Resident Evil is very notable for that. Like they can really just, if you're really that into it, they can make you, just kind of tear you up a little bit, because it's really, you get so connected with the characters. They know how to do it a very, it's very impressive how they do it. As much as the gameplay, the stories, and the soundtracks of those games are beautiful, man. Yeah. Almost every one of them, except one of them. But anyway, it's, I'm looking forward to it. I always do. And I can't wait. I'm just a huge fan of Resident Evil, man.
You like the movies?
No. They fucked it up. Like I
like the movies. I've never played the games.
The first and second one wasn't too bad. The problem is they have a comic book and they stuck to the comic book. It wasn't the source material. It wasn't necessarily for the game. It did, but they took bits and pieces of it. The game.
The game.
No, it was a game.
The game came before the comic.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Comic came later. It's like this out. Like when I first saw the trailer, I was like, for the very first one, I was like, Alice? Who the fuck is that? Is that Jill Valentine? No.
Oh.
And they did. Jill Valentine is in the second movie, but she's in the first one, and it involves.
She's in the second movie.
Yeah, the second movie. Yeah, there's that she's a chick with the black hair
beret.
And beret.
Yeah.
Fucking skirt and just she's sexy. Yeah, but they fucked it up, like, and it just ruined the whole franchise. I mean, don't get me wrong. I do like Mila Jovovich. I love her. She's one of my favorite female actresses. I love her in Fifth Element. And I've seen some of her indie films, but man, she's like, I'll give it because of that. But other than that, like they didn't stick with the fucking the actual storyline in the game, especially the first one is, oh man, it's that how they, in the game, like the jump scares, I still remember playing it like I was young, and it's minimalism too. Like they do a good job of doing that.
Do you
like
like
it
that though? Like I feel like jump scares are like
not
cheap entertainment.
No,
you know
not
what
to
I mean?
say jump scares, but I mean the way they make you scare you. Like there is some, but there's like a lot of times it's just subtle, like weird shit. Like you'll hear like something like a zombie or like some kind of weird noise, but it's not like too overwhelming.
Yeah.
And it just kind of comes out of nowhere. It'll creep up behind you. It's like that's fucking scary as fuck. They know how to do that. Like, and if they, just looking at the game and just the story too itself, I could foresee definitely a movie, a good adaptation to it.
Right.
Like it was a waste. Like it was all like Hollywood. It was all Michael Bay bullshit.
Hollywood.
Like I would love if they actually redid it and actually focus on the story from the very first game, because like the storyline itself, like it's really good.
Right.
It's unique. It stands, on its own apart from most survival horror games. And if anything, Resident Evil really paved the way for survival horror games.
Okay, but what other survival horror games are there?
Silent Hills. That's a good one. I never
Silent
played
Hill,
that one.
yeah.
I never played it that much, but that one's really fucking good though. Fucking Vega.
The first one?
Yeah, the first
one?
and second one. Yeah, that shit was frightening, man. That was more darker than Resident Evil. Like and that soundtrack in that game too is amazing, man. Like they just such ahead of their time. Like for like that's how games are now.
So I
like,
I don't mean to interrupt you, Paul, but I am actually
very much
the ATM. It's not letting me go off air.
That's fine.
So,
Just leave it on.
But
air.
I cannot go on live.
You hit live over there, and it's not picking up the video.
It's not picking up the video feed. So I'll have to turn this off and bam, 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 and redo it again. But I think it's something with maybe it could be a
it's
driver.
not the fucking internet.
26. Yeah, I see that.
Because the ATM
is that your upload or download?
That's my download.
Oh yeah, you're fucked.
And my upload.
Comcast.
So that's the whole thing. Is like it's there's something going on.
Yeah.
I just restarted the gateway.
It's all right. There's always next week or next episode.
Yeah. I think it's like one of those things. Like if you have a lot of traffic on the network, like it just.
That makes sense.
But going back on saying,
you
like you're
got to get off
like,
your neighbor's Wi-Fi, man. You need to get your own Wi-Fi.
Dude, I have. He's probably on my Wi-Fi.
Yeah, there you go. Right.
fucking watching all that. I don't know.
Popping all that good shit. Yeah.
But another good one is survival horror game is BioShock. That game is great too, man. That storyline, that would be a great. I would love to see a film adaptation for that. Like that. That is just. It's very. It's interesting the concept of the game, and like it makes you think about like this society, like, or just other, like, just trying to be on their own away from America and their own country and whatnot. It's all underwater. But what the creator, I forgot his name, Andrew Ryan, I believe. Yeah, his philosophy and how he started it and why he started it, and like it's kind of like one of those things. Like it sounds good on paper initially, but the outcome is devastating. It's a fucking mess. Like it sounds good in the beginning, but when you actually do it and the outcome, it's just like the game just fucking, it shows that underwater city, it's in fucking chaos, it's in ruins because what they thought initially worked, but clearly didn't. And it's interesting what one of the things that fascinates me about that game and the storyline is about class wars within different people.
Did they have class or
that's the thing. Class? Well, see, that's the thing. Like they felt that, like I remember, because like what's interesting, like kind of similar to Resident Evil, what I love, you'll read diaries or notes left by people that passed or maybe still alive or whatever. And BioShock is, they do the same thing, but it's like voice recording, voice memos. Right. So you're listening to just random one-off people that are just leaving, like a journal or entry about how they're feeling about the situation, what they think. And it's interesting, a lot of different perspectives. And one of them was, one guy was just explaining, like, he's like, man, I don't like here in Rapture, like nobody wants to be, like, I think I'm paraphrasing, like, be the janitor. Everybody wants to be, they want the glamorous jobs. And that was a problem. Nobody wanted to do the non-glamorous types jobs. It caused so much tension between the people. Like, it was just really fucked up. And I forgot, there's also, I can't remember, but there's a reasoning behind like that, not wanting to do that, because like I forgot some kind of other philosophy or some shit. The guy Andrew Ryan, the guy who created the city Atlas, what's it called? Like, caused all that shit to happen. So it's just really interesting, those different perspectives, and just like if someone was to actually approach that kind of society, or or whatever the hell you want to call it, underground city, with those kind of rules and philosophy and whatnot, just to see it, what could happen.
Well, a lot of those games and stuff like that they're supposed to be, social commentary games. Like, hey, like,
exactly.
we need to
That's
stay
what
away
it
from.
is.
Like, you keep
social
pushing,
commentary in society.
You keep pushing this, and this is what we're headed to, and this is what could happen.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, that's perfect, because a lot. That's why I love. Yeah, pretty much almost all games. They just, that social commentary on life and just society and what it is.
Right.
It's just a testament, or just to see like what could possibly happen. Yeah, if you were actually go through that shit, and just
darn tootin'.
It's fun, like actually exercising. Like, man, if this shit was going on, like you're just fucking going nuts and just killing, doing whatever the fuck you want, and that's the whole point of the game. Like, you can actually live it, but without the consequences, simulating it,
like
simulating
GTA
it, but
and Mafia.
Exactly. Yeah. Fuck, like you fucking jag off. Jag off.
That's fucking great.
Yeah. What are you gonna do?
Have you ever listened to Billy Gardell, his stand up from Mike and Molly? He's the big dude.
Yeah.
He's talking about in his stand up. I've been driving on the road a lot for work lately, so like I've been listening to a lot of stand up comedy, and so while I'm driving, like, so he has a bit where he does his stand up in his hometown, and he's like, so I go and I hang out with my boys before I come on the show, and he's like, I'm talking to them, and they're like, oh, we're real proud of you. You're doing real good, filming your special or whatever. And he goes, my boy Tony says, hey, Billy, if you get famous and don't get a big head and become a jag-off.
A jag-off, yeah. Look at jag. That's a real thing. Being a jag-off.
Wait, that was the guy that was in Bad Santa, right? The first one, the very beginning, like the security guard is like, I'm going to find anything, you might have to check your pants, so I'm going to find anything.
I think that is. I think.
Yeah.
I can check IMDb if the internet works.
I've seen Mike and Molly
like
a little
asshole.
bit.
That's what he calls him, like asshole.
No, that's fucking, that's Tony Cox saying that to Bernie Mac. He's like, why don't you dust that thing off every once in a while?
No. Like,
no?
Like, whenever they ask, like, I gotta check, you're not hiding anything in that bag.
Yeah.
Like, no, you fucking asshole. Like, he called him an asshole.
Yeah,
Billy
he wasn't
Bob.
Bad Santa.
Yeah, that was
okay, Billy, but he said
because he was a security guard for the store, and they were leaving.
Or
something like that.
Asshole.
Yeah.
It's fucking hilarious.
Speaking of which, so I haven't seen the final episode of season 1 of The Boys, right? I think that'll be a good future episode. Just let me catch up.
Like, you haven't seen even the season 1?
Yeah, no.
Oh,
I just got to.
I know. I said the same thing.
I know. It's just. I don't know, man. I thought it was kind of lame, the storyline. Then I read the book, and I wanted to read the book first.
Did you read the whole book?
I'm pretty much where I'm at is where I stopped off at. But
well, my problem is that like I haven't watched all of season 2. But like I've watched enough.
Don't ruin anything, please, because I'm gonna binge watch these.
I've already ruined it for him.
Okay.
There's only one part of it, and I don't think that I don't know that they're going to go this way because, well, in the book, the main antagonist, there's one main antagonist in the book, and like that's not who the main antagonist is in the show so far. Right. So I don't think that's what they're going with it.
You know what's crazy about that? And that's why they brought in Simon Pegg, because in the book they based the character Huey off Simon Pegg. And when I read the book, like, that looks exactly like fucking Simon Pegg.
Yeah.
They had to be big fans, and I saw him. Like, oh shit, they brought him in as his father.
Fucking woke piece of shit.
It's pretty.
So I'm going to throw this out there because it's in the book and anybody can read it. And I told Paul, I don't think they're going this direction. I'm halfway through season 2, and I'm convinced I don't think they're going this direction. So the main antagonist in the books. In the book is Black Noir,
right?
And Black Noir is a clone of Homelander, who was built and made to keep Homelander in check. Like in case Homelander ever, because he was so powerful, like in case, you know,
Right, of
whatever.
course.
And in the comics, in the comic book,
They're probably
it's-
gonna go that
it's-
direction.
It's Black Noir, that all the fucked up shit that Homelander does in the comic, it's all actually Black Noir
Right.
doing it.
Right,
He's the one that rapes Billy's wife and gets her pregnant. He's the one that
Damn.
does all this other shit. But I don't think so. I don't think that's the direction they're going, because they've shown Black Noir, like even like in certain situations in season 2, like I'm watching it, I'm like, no,
Yeah.
there's no way,
Right.
because it's showing them both together, and like it's one of those things. Like if that was the case, like they would have.
Well, are you a fan? Are you a fan of like adaptations following exactly like the books, or you want to change it up a little bit?
I like that they're changing it up a little bit, but like that's one of the things that I could stand to see them roll in.
Yeah.
Like maybe in a different way, possibly, but like I would love to see that adaptation happen. And
Right.
I'm also a fan of like them doing adaptations of stuff like what if stuff. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Like
the show, right? Like, well, I mean, that's going to come out Marvel.
yeah, but like also like what's that show, Brightburn?
That the
The
Superman
movie that supposes like what if Superman was a sociopath?
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah.
Like different.
So
Yeah.
is that movie is
Alternate
it
reality-
just like
alternate
Homelander?
reality-
I mean,
reality
I never
it's
seen
not,
Brightburn.
it's not Superman, but it's like, what if an alien came, like a child with all those powers came to
Malevolence.
Earth, but was malevolent and not
I got
benevolent?
You know, I when I was watching
God damn.
Homelander, it like Paul would recognize this, but he reminded me of our old boss. Did you not notice that?
At Holiday World?
No, we were at the
Bulldog
Bulldog. And,
Postal.
it's a Bulldog. It's hilarious. Bulldog, and that was in the comics. That's Butch's friend, but he was his Bulldog, and his Bulldog would be
Oh,
around
yeah,
him all the
yeah.
That's why they
Yeah.
brought the Bulldog whenever there's a flashback scene with Becca and Butch,
Yeah.
or Butcher, you know, in bed, and there's a Bulldog
Jesus.
there. But that was kind of cool. But yeah, I'm like, man, Homelander, what a fucking asshole.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is.
I
a
like
piece
him
of
though.
shit.
I really do like
Yeah.
him.
But
A
in
good
the
character.
in the comics, he's in the comics he's like that too.
He's like that, but he's like more like, well, from what I got
He's
from the
more
comics,
subtle.
like more subtle. But he was like right at the beginning of the comics, he was banging. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you know, I haven't gone that far yet in
When you
the
say
boys.
banging,
like he
like,
was
yes.
just like just banging people. Like girls would come into his room and he was just banging them. It was more of that. I was like, but I don't know.
Oh, he's a complete sociopath.
Yeah.
I mean, imagine being that, like,
Yeah.
and
That
that's
girl,
why Black Noir is like that in the comic, because he has all that power but can't do anything with it. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
he has no purpose to
Right,
fulfill
right.
because Homelander is the golden child, basically. You know what I mean? But and that's why
Damn.
he starts committing all these atrocities as Homelander, because he's a clone of Homelander.
yeah.
Damn.
Can you Miller Lite me, please?
I've got you some
I
mini
know
bosses.
that's
up
a little
there.
heavy. I've been drinking in a while, and I know it's gonna put me on my
Well,
ass.
baby.
I know.
Oh, baby.
But yeah, I'm enjoying it so far. You know what I noticed about I don't know if it's just like it's just old news, and it probably is, but I love the way. Wow, I don't love it. It's just like I always look forward to the episode before the last, because the episode before the last of any season, for the most part, is always the climax. It's always the shit that's
Yeah.
going to be wrecked.
Yeah.
You know, the havoc's going to be wrecked, and that's where I was at. I was at episode 7 of the first season, and that's when. Oh shit! They break A-Train's leg, which is
Yeah.
awesome.
Oh yeah. Wait till the last
don't ruin,
episode.
don't ruin. Oh,
the last episode is way
shit.
better.
That's fucking badass. I can't wait. When I get home tonight, I'm gonna watch that. Then I'm gonna fucking binge watch.
Who all is in this last episode that you watched? What all the shit has Homelander done so far? Because I forget.
Well, no,
what
he hasn't done as much as what I think he's about to be doing. You know what I mean? I think the most. I think it just comes out that he raped Becca, and Butcher thought that she was killed, but it comes out to where no, she was actually, spoiler alert, that she died at birth, or giving birth to the kid that died, and he meets up with the doctor that genetically engineered him and stuff like that. But I don't know, man.
Just wait till the next episode.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's sexy.
You're gonna be like, what the fuck?
See, and I love the fact that these seasons only have 8 episodes. You know
Yeah,
what
I
I mean?
do too.
8 episodes is perfect.
The first episode, I mean,
10
the
is fine. I'm okay with 10.
Dude, the first
24 old
episode-
format.
That's TV
Nah.
shows, man.
Dude, the first
I
episode
know.
where A-Train runs through his girlfriend and she
Right,
explodes.
Yeah.
Oh my god,
That's
the graphics on that were fucking incredible.
I cannot stop like seeing Meg Ryan inside of Huey's face because
I could see
Meg
that.
Ryan, really?
Dennis Quaid and Meg Ryan's baby is Huey. It's forgot his name, something Quaid.
Really?
I didn't know that.
So that's why. I mean, that's why he became an actor. But yeah, that's why he became an actor.
Oh, I didn't know that
Dennis Quaid and Meg Ryan, they fucked and they made out of human.
Yeah, I got it.
They made out of human. They fucked.
Huey. 9 months later, she shit out of human.
That's what I thought you said, a human.
Yeah. That's like Tom Segura's stand-up. Have you ever heard him talk about, I didn't know I was pregnant?
No,
the TV show where he's like, dude, you got to go listen. I'm not going to try to do it.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
But think about it. He looks like Dennis Quaid, kind of. And there's a lot of Meg Ryan in there. You know, those big-ass bug eyes and shit.
I have to see
I like
that.
Meg Ryan, though.
Yeah,
I like
pretty.
And You Got Mail.
You've got mail, baby, yeah. Fucking bastards.
Yeah,
you and Raph making fun of me for watching it.
Jack
so fuck
Quaid.
you.
Jack Quaid, yeah.
Fuck you.
I can't believe you just said that. You know, that's.
Now you cannot get Meg Ryan out of his face.
Pictured, like, I didn't put that together.
Yeah.
He was.
I was hoping I was hoping it was Randy Quaid fucking Meg Ryan.
No, that'd been great. That'd be a better product. Fucking better product.
That's freaking great. I'm bad. Freaking, I'll take some of the yellow.
Don't get cheap on me. Yep, it's the son of Meg Ryan and Dennis Quaid. God, I did not know that.
Yeah, mind blown. Privileged bastard. Yeah.
Fucking.
No, but it's a good show so far. I'm going to binge watch it.
He's going to be in Scream 5.
No, because like I told myself I was going to like at least watch a TV series. Like I started watching Dexter again. I'm like, no, I need to stop watching Dexter again.
Why are you watching stuff again?
Because it's fucking great.
I love revisiting old shows too.
Yeah, but there's so much good shit on now.
I know. And that's why I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do The Boys because I remember you made a comment like we should do season 2 of The Boys. And that'll be a great episode.
You want me to?
Like I got to get on it, but I was too busy playing Mafia and you know the kids.
I'm not making break your.
I know, right? So you know what's crazy? Like she always tells me like, Jake, let's watch an episode like a TV show together. Like let's get into something. I'm like, all right. Then she puts something on. I'm like, can't get into it. It's like
Melissa and I watch The Boys. Melissa likes The Boys.
I'm bringing her into The Boys, but I got to rewatch it again. Like I don't know if I want to rewatch it. Like I tried to get her into Cobra Kai. She didn't want to give it a fair shake.
Well, you don't have to you don't have to rewatch The Boys.
I will have to.
Like
she can watch it on her own. She can be watching it while you're here.
Yeah, but there's a select few that I like to get.
You know what TV show that I've been watching, and this is really stupid, but I think it's hilarious.
There's nothing stupid with the television, man.
So I have been watching.
How dare you?
I have been watching this show.
I've been watching this show
called The Curse of Oak Island.
Okay,
on the History Channel.
Oh, nice.
And it's a docu-series. Like it's
I keep forgetting. Yeah.
Oh my god, it's the funniest fucking show I've ever seen in my life.
Unintentionally
funny.
Hilarious.
Like the Irishman, man.
So let me give you some background.
Hilarious.
There's an island off the coast of Nova Scotia where people have been hunting for a treasure. This treasure for like 220 years or something. So the story goes is that these 3 guys in 1795 saw these lights on the island, and they rowed over to there to investigate what it was, but it took them too long. There was nothing there when they got there. But what they found was, do you know what a block and tackle is? Off an old sailing ship, it's like a pulley.
Okay.
So they found, what they found was a big patch of dirt that was disturbed and a block and tackle hanging from a tree. And so they assumed that something had been lowered into this, like where this hole was. So they started digging. 10 feet down, they found an oak platform made of oak logs.
Okay.
And then they pulled the oak logs out, and then every 10 feet, they found an oak log platform.
Interesting.
When they got to 90 feet, they found a stone that had weird inscription on it, but nobody ever photographed the stone or wrote down really what was on it. They kind of loosely did, but not really. You know, but they saved it. You know what I mean?
What time? The docuseries, is this based off something?
Hold on. Let me get you. Let me get there.
Okay.
No, stop. I know you're dying.
I wish there was live feed right here. God damn it.
So the thing is, once they pulled the stone out, it seemed to have triggered a booby trap and it flooded the tunnel. So ever since then, people have been trying to find this treasure, because apparently the stone said that there was 40 feet below, there's 2 million pounds buried.
Okay.
Or 40 million pounds buried or something like that. It's a large treasure.
Okay.
So there's been people from 1800 to now searching for this treasure. There have been multiple companies that have dug tunnel shafts all over. I mean, the area where this treasure is supposed to be buried is basically like Swiss cheese. I mean, they've just all dug these tunnels, and every time they get close, there's supposedly like these booby traps that flood from the beach. It just floods seawater in, and so like people have tried to like find the source of those and cut the source of the water off so that they could tunnel in. And so this is about these two brothers from Michigan who bought a partnership with the guys that owned a bunch of land on the island, and they formed a company, and they're trying to find this treasure. They're 8 seasons in, 8 years. They can only go in the summer before it gets cold in Nova Scotia.
Yeah.
They have not found shit. They have found evidence that there was stuff happening on the island so what they look for is stuff happened discovery of the money pit is what they call it. So anything that happened before 1795, they're like, okay, something happened here that we don't know about. What was it? And they have found stuff. They have found like just remnants of like structures, and like they'll be digging. They dig these huge, like massive, like 6 foot or 8 foot round a drilling case on. It's basically like a big tube, and they vibrate it into the ground, and then they use a big claw to like dig it out.
Yeah.
And they find wood, like wooden timbers, like 150 feet down in the ground.
Timber.
Like all these tunnels and stuff. They find, they find iron and stuff like that, and that's dated back to like the 1600s. So like something happened. They have not found shit for treasure, nothing, and like they are spending millions of dollars. Like they don't really talk about how much money they're spending, but like at the end of last season, they were like, okay, like we have exhausted basically everything. We don't know, like, if we're talking the next level is a full scale excavation, like 100 foot by 100 foot pit, and just dig down until you find it.
So this is actual shit. Like, and the seasons are like present time.
Yeah, it's present day.
Oh, so they find something that's going to be world news probably or whatever.
Yeah. Let me ask you this: the guys, you said it's 2 guys doing it, right? Or focus
on the
whole
whole company,
but it's focused on two
brothers.
Okay, so is it their company that's financing this stuff?
Yes, but they're all like there's a bunch of partners in it. So the 2 brothers, I did some background research on them. The brother that is like the super skeptic, he's the one with all the money. He had an oil and gas company that he designed and sold some like really big innovative thing. And made like $60 million like selling his company.
Damn.
And then like he invested and built a winery, and he's got another company that he's building up, and he's got tons of money.
Yeah.
So, but like there's all these guys that like live on the island and that have been hunting for this treasure for like 60, 70 years. And so to be able to do anything, he had to get into business with them. But I know this guy, like these guys are broke hillbillies. Like one of them doesn't have any fucking teeth. You know what I mean? But anybody that gets involved with this, like any company they hire, like that person like becomes part of the show. They become invested in the treasure. They're just like, oh, we're not a treasure hunt. And because they do find things but no treasure, they're like, man, we're super close. Because the actual location of the money pit was lost like about 100 years ago, because one of the landowners was like, got tired of like trying to, bypass the water.
Yeah.
And he was like, fuck it, dig a big ass hole. And so he dug a big ass hole, and like they lost the location. He ran out of money.
Yeah.
And so they had to fill it all back in. So nobody knows where actual it is.
What if it's like sand dollars, like that little island?
Sand dollars.
They just did like
fucking Monopoly money.
But here's the thing that happened at the end of last season. at the
How many seasons?
they're going. The 8th season airs.
Oh my God!
Now. It's starting now
8
because
years ago?
it happened this year because they're having to deal with COVID. So it happened in 2020.
yeah.
So
it's
it's
social distance.
yeah,
while they
it's
fucking
happening.
dig.
They started in like March or April.
Fucking morons.
So what happened? Not last year, but the year before that, they had drilled. They drilled these exploratory boreholes to see if they hit anything. You know what they find. And they drilled down and they hit bedrock, and they stopped drilling. They didn't really find anything, and they were like, "Well, we wonder like what the soil is underneath here." They're like, "If there's a bunch of groundwater, like all of this stuff could be shifting all around. This treasure could be spread out over this whole, you know what I mean?" And they're like,
it's by water, right?
Yeah, it's. I mean, there's all kinds of. They're
just
constantly
moving.
dealing with water.
Yeah,
so
moving,
they're
dude.
like, so the guy takes a fucking $2 Canadian coin and throws it in the hole, and they're like, seal it up. And so at the end of the last episode of last season, they find confirmation of a bunch of things, and they're like, the money pit was right here. We're pretty sure this is exactly where it was.
Yeah.
And they get this 8-foot round fucking tube, and they drill it down to like 160 feet.
Wow.
All right, that's a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck
And
yeah.
so they're digging all the shit out of it. They get to the bottom, and they're like, "Oh, like the shit that we're pulling out is backfill from the other fucking tubes that we've dug."
God damn it.
And they're like, all this shit must be moving underground. And so they've got a metal detector
They're
guy
doing
on
more
there.
damage than they're
Yeah.
anticipated.
So they've got a metal detector guy, and he pulls out that $2 coin.
Somewhere way off.
Yeah, like 15 feet away.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
this thing in a year traveled 15 feet
Because
underground.
of them initially
A
drilling.
year?
Yeah, in a year, 15 feet it traveled
They were
underground
drilling.
at 150 feet. And they're like, we have no idea what's going on now. Like, what the fuck do we do?
Yeah.
I'm
Led
like,
you on.
But it's funny.
the funniest part of it is the metal detector guy named Gary Drayton. Oh, he's hilarious, man. He's the best part of this show.
I was gonna say just joking around because like that guy's like, yeah, no, we know, dude, it's got to be here in this hole. How many times have they fucking said that?
They have drilled like 40
No.
holes, and they say that every fucking
I got
time.
a good feel about this hole. This is a right
Oh,
one.
and then it goes to commercial.
Dude, wait till
Yeah, every time, and they drag that shit out.
Have you watched it?
Dragon
No,
Ball.
but I'm
Oh my
familiar.
God.
I'm familiar with the format of what the
But-
History Channel does.
well,
Get to the
here's-
fucking point.
But here's the big thing is that they always bring in people with theories of what the treasure is. So
The
people,
filler?
yeah, they're like, they're
Right,
like,
because you don't want to keep seeing them be.
here's an Oak Island
failing.
historian who has researched what could be buried here.
They always have like some fucking crazy hat and a beard and
Yeah.
glasses. Probably.
Always.
Some fucking wacko.
They've actually, I will give them the little bit of credit. This is the tiniest minutia of credit that I'm giving them. They did find a lead cross
Okay.
buried on the beach that could have been washed up from off the beach. They found this lead cross, and they had it dated. Like they took samples of the lead, and they keep track of like what the isotope values of lead is around Europe and America, dating back to like the 1400s. That's when they started keeping track of
Right.
it.
Makes sense.
So so that you can tell where lead was mined, and this was not equivalent to any of those.
Wow.
So they were like, it had to be pre 1400, and they're like, it's really close to this mine in France. And they're like, okay, so this lead was mined in France pre 1400, probably. So the design of the cross, I will give them this. It looks exactly like a Knights Templar cross carving that they found in the castle in France. That's right around where the lead cave was, where that lead was mined from. Where the last of the Knights Templar were held before they were killed.
Oh,
so. And this was found.
When is that dated?
Like they've dated it like 1200 AD.
Fuck. So they're way off.
Way off.
They're fucking.
So, like, and then they dug out this swamp, and at the end of like they had all these people come in, and they're like, okay, this swamp looks like it's man-made, and they're like, well, how can you prove it? All right, there's all these stacked stones that look like it's a layer of stones, and so they get these geologists in there and a bunch of physicists and shit like that, and they're like, all right. There's plants underneath it. There's a tree stump. Trees don't grow in water. It's an oak, a type of oak. Like trees don't grow in water. Let's see when this tree died. They do like the DNA testing or whatever on the tree.
Yeah.
And they're like, the guys date the fucking swamp back to like 1200. They're like, this swamp was man-made in like the 1200s.
How close is it to the shore?
The island is tiny.
Oh man, that shit. So in theory, that shit it's probably not even visible. It's probably underwater somewhere.
What?
Possibly, maybe just over time.
Well, the shit moved. Think about it. Well, it moved because
that's
drilling.
what they're saying. Well, yeah, I mean, it's not offshore. They have maps of this island going back, 300-400
But
years.
over time, not necessarily in the 700 years over time, but
we're talking 200 years.
Yeah, but now it's being dated to 1200.
No, but remember the original money pit was found in 1795,
okay.
and the ground was still loose soil, like it was fresh digging.
Gotcha.
So like that's where they're. But there's activity on this island dating back to like 1150, like to 1200 AD. Like, when was America discovered? Like, this basically like rewrites American history. You know what I mean? Like, you're talking like if the Knights.
So where's this at?
In Nova Scotia.
Oh, okay.
Like right off the coast of Nova
Canada?
Scotia. And so like the implication, even if there's no treasure, the world history implications of a lot of stuff that they're finding, that part of it is super interesting.
Wait, is that is that eastern or western of North America in Canada?
It's just slightly eastern.
Eastern. Okay, so
it's on the east coast.
It's on the,
it's on the European side. Okay. But there's like they keep finding all these like links to like the Knights Templar, and what's funny to me is that they're like, the Ark of the Covenant is buried on Oak Island.
They're bringing religion into this. Nice.
Well, because the Knights Templar, were supposedly the last people that have the Ark of the Covenant and the Holy Grail. And I mean, they've talked about like who could undertake an engineering feat like this that could build all these elaborate tunnels and stuff. Well,
they decided to flee. Okay, listen. You gotta take this good shit here, and you're gonna go across this water, this pond of water here, and if you find any land, that's where you're gonna bury it.
That's a possibility.
And a lot of people like map it out, and they're like, ancient maps show that like if you're gonna hit something, you would hit this island first. And like, and they're like, but it's an island. Why wouldn't you go on land?
Yeah,
you know what I mean. I guess like I don't know. There's been lots of theories of people like saying, oh, it could be this or oh, it could be that. But I think it's hilarious that they're like, oh, this could be the fucking the original manuscripts of William Shakespeare.
Oh, nice.
They think that they're buried encased in mercury.
Oh shit! I mean.
They're like the theories that these people come up with, they're so elaborate.
I find it awesome. Well, not awesome, but like it's crazy how
fascinating. Maybe
like there you go, fascinating. But like how they're making a reality TV show based on an event like this. Yeah, it just tells you how drawn we are in society. Like, do you ever watch Doctor Who?
No, I you would think that I would, but I don't.
Well, there's an episode in the first season, and that's what I was watching as well. Doctor Who. I killed the first season, but there's an episode where
like the original first season.
No,
not
the
there's like
about like the one with the bad guy from fucking Gone in 60 Seconds, Christopher Eccleston.
Oh, with Christopher Eccleston?
Make some money.
That's like the what is he like, the 13th Doctor? You
Probably,
didn't even do
but that's like this generation of Doctor Who.
I thought that David Tennant was before him.
No, David Tennant's after him. He's the one who replaces.
Oh, okay.
That guy?
Who?
Because when it rains, it pours.
Yeah, when it rains, it pours. Done. Finished.
Yeah.
Done.
One range is as good as another.
You steal some money. You make some cars.
No, but there's an episode where they go into this, I guess in the future, and this is pretty much when they do the transition of the new Doctor to David Tennant. But they go into the future, and everything is a fucking reality TV show. He gets landed, and he gets like landed into Big Brother, and really what it is, it's like you don't like in Big Brother. I don't know if you're familiar with it. You get evicted, you lose the opportunity of winning money.
Right.
In this case, you get evicted, you die.
And sweet, we need that. We need that as the presidential elections.
Big Brother? What do you mean?
Like Big Brother, like the House votes on whoever needs to leave the House. Like if they're a strong candidate of going to the top and finishing, then they want to evict them because they don't want that competition. They want to win it for themselves. So the House gets together and they say there's 3 of us in the House, and like, man, you're a strong fucking player. Rob and I are going to evict you. Or cast your vote to evict you.
It's like Survivor, bro.
Yeah, it's like Survivor, but it's in the House.
Me out.
So
in the house.
in this case, you get evicted, but you actually get killed.
like the real world.
Yeah, exactly like the real world.
Okay.
But then you also have the weakest link. The winner gets their life spared and some money, but everybody else gets killed right on the spot. So that's where he's at right there. And this is crazy. I'm looking at like, okay, the story is like them in the future, and they're talking about the stuff that we see right now, but it's like a reality show of someone's life. And it's just what you're just, I don't know what I'm
Are you talking about from Doctor Who?
Yeah, it was on a Doctor Who
episode.
yeah.
Okay.
But it's just like
we're not talking about the Curse of Oak Island
I know
anymore.
we moved on to that. I just want to make sure.
It's kind of interesting.
Yeah.
But whatever.
When did it start? Like in the 70s?
I think it initially started in the 60s, 70s.
Okay.
Yeah, 60s, 70s.
I know it's been a long time. Just there's always different versions of
Yeah,
who
and
played Doctor Who.
it gets confusing because then it jumps into like 2005 with Eccleston, and then it goes to Tennant, then it goes to the fucking other guy. I forgot his name.
David Tennant, and then
Chris Gavin. You know,
those are the only ones that matter.
It's the guy that could have played Joker but didn't. I forgot, with the sharp, pointy chin and the nose. I forgot.
I don't know.
Sharp,
whatever.
pointy chin.
Oh, so back to we're running close on time, but a couple of the other movie things that I wanted to bring up, kind of back into like what we talked about last episode about movie theaters and stuff. They're talking about releasing Wonder Woman 84 to HBO Max.
Oh, yeah.
Instead of waiting and putting.
I'm okay with that. I mean,
I don't have HBO Max. So.
I'm already subscribed to it. It's pretty cool. I'm watching.
Is it worth
because I already have HBO Go, so it's like it kind of already like transfers to HBO Max.
Yeah, but I mean, like, how many streaming services do you have to fucking have?
Well, I mean, that's what happens. The Amazon Prime has The Boys, and I would like to see it on.
Well, I'm a Prime subscriber anyway.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, that comes with it.
Good point.
So I've got Amazon Prime, I've got Netflix, I've got Hulu, and Disney Plus.
Yeah, I know it adds up. I know what you mean.
Yeah.
I know what you mean. I know I'm in the same boat. But see, you get your Disney Plus, lumped in with Hulu and your ESPN Plus if you want.
But see, I didn't do that.
You could still do it.
No, because I paid for it for 3 years.
Yeah. Hey,
I did that. I did that deal where I paid I think I paid like $100 for 3 years.
3 years, that's still a good deal. That's a good deal.
It's a hella deal.
It's a hella deal. But I mean,
I don't want ESPN. Fuck, what am I going to watch ESPN for?
Yeah, I get you. Yeah,
it comes part of my Comcast, so I don't need it.
But the HBO Max, it's not too bad. Like I watched the, I don't know. I was watching Euphoria, which is pretty good. I watched a little bit of that.
What is that about?
It's with what's her name from Mary J from Spider-Man.
Oh,
Zeta. No, the new Spider-Man. Zendaya. Yeah, she's in it. She's a
MJ, not Mary Jane.
Yeah, I like the weed
because her name's Michelle something.
Oh yeah, you're right, MJ. Well, I guess you're right. You're right. Not Mary Jane. No, is it?
Scott.
Her name is Michelle something in Spider-Man and then she tells him to call her MJ. But her name is Michelle.
I thought she said. I thought. Okay, no. Maybe I was.
Yeah, I remember. I know what Rob's talking about.
Marvel.
No, I get you. I believe you. Maybe that's what it was. Half break. I'm mixing it up with Half Baked.
Oh, they call her. I'm in love with Mary Jane.
Yeah, her name is Mary Jane.
Yeah.
You smoke weed? Like, no. What the fuck were we talking about? God
you were just talking about her inside that.
Euphoria. It's about her. What's crazy is about how. Well, the first episode has her, like, looking at this skylight and she's counting these squares, and the parents are like, "What the hell is wrong with you?" Not really like that, but but she has OCD, so they send her to a mental hospital, and now she's diagnosed with like 12 different things, and they fed her pills all her life up until high school. Now she's still eating these pills, but now she's into drugs, and now she it's just crazy stuff. And I didn't finish watching the whole season, but that's what the premise of the story is. Ooh. You all right, Paul?
Yeah,
he's super baked, bro.
Yeah. I'm fine.
You're talking about half baked. This is fucking 3/4. This is like full baked.
Full baked.
I'm enjoying myself.
Yeah, so there was a couple other things that I saw. They're trying to confirm like all the Batmans coming back for the Flash movie. like they tried to confirm like Keaton coming back,
Clooney?
and Christian Bale coming back, and Clooney coming back. Like they're trying to do like a Flashpoint movie or whatever.
Wow.
So there was a meme. There was a meme. It was like somebody superimposed all the Batmans, and then Ezra Miller's Flash like peeking out from behind them.
Nice.
They were like,
I
I thought this was my movie.
I think I saw that. Yeah.
That's kind of shitty because they're going to be watching this
great.
movie for the break.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
bringing backs
Yeah.
and stuff like that. But
Yeah,
Interesting.
But anyway, that's where kind of one of the things.
Yeah.
I wanted to bring up. I think that was it for all the movie stuff that I saw. The one of the most important, the one of the weird things I saw was that the Wonder Woman 84 going to HBO Max, and then
If they are going to do that, like when are they going to?
I don't know. It's already
this
done
year?
filming. They were talking about releasing it in the theaters.
Man, this is fucking crazy.
I know.
Oh, God, come on.
Like
Please
Black Widow was supposed to come out in May.
let the theaters. Yeah, I don't know. I just don't want to see the theaters die.
I think
is
the
all.
theaters are dead, man. I'm serious.
man.
It depends. Like if Wonder Woman 84 was supposed to be a blockbuster and they release it to HBO Max and they make a shitload of money with it, that's it, man. Streaming's movie theaters are dead.
But
man.
honestly, you know
Probably
what?
doing it.
It could be. It just could be really condensed. Like I'm serious. Like maybe just be like one, and people it'll still cater to some. Like people
no,
like
I
me
think
that want
there's
to go
always going to
see.
be a theater. Like you hear about
I
AMC 30
just thought
closing
it'd be-
down?
Yeah. Where was that at?
No, Dunville.
Dunville. Oh, yeah.
And Westheimer,
Westheimer.
Dunville.
Yeah, I've been there.
That was
I was
nice
like,
theater. well,
God.
it also got run down. It was
Yeah.
kind of like ghetto.
Yeah.
But I mean,
Yeah.
Well, that's
There's an
because
area.
I don't think that I don't really think that they make a ton of money. Like, I mean, you have to keep people coming in to make money. You're not bringing people in, you're not making money.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like,
There's a lot
it's
of
too-
overhead for those
it's
places.
It's too spread out. If you condense it just like one or two theaters, like you'll funnel everything.
Yeah.
Yeah,
to
you
where
remember
people,
what it was like when you had all like these little itty bitty theaters, and then fucking Cinemark opened the Tinsel Towns, and you're like
Festival 6
everybody.
Guys, on 290 and
34th.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've been
And
there.
then once
Festival
Cinemark
6.
opened Tinseltown, like AMC and everybody was like, we've got to get these big stadium seating theaters and
Yeah.
these big huge things. You know what I mean?
Well, see, that's
I mean,
what
that
that's
was
what goes
cool,
to like
though.
the,
I mean,
changing up the experience a little bit, man.
Yeah.
Maybe going to
It's
4D, or maybe
Yeah.
maybe if there's a sex scene, you get banged at the same time to get the full experience.
like a
Fucking
little
right
robot
ne-
thing
fucking
comes
right
out,
next
you're
to
like,
somebody in the theater. Everybody's
Everybody's
boning.
yeah, exactly.
Well, what if it's like, what if somebody's getting raped? Do you get fucking raped too? I'm not going to that
Well,
movie.
you could, what if you give you the opportunity to fight it off? Yeah, I'm ready, baby.
Like,
Come on.
like what's that one scene in The Boys where Popclaw? I think it's Popclaw, the girlfriend of A-Train.
Translucent? Oh,
Oh yeah,
He
yeah,
starts
yeah.
like doing the 69, or not really, just eating the ass. And again, like she breaks the skull and the brains.
oh, god damn, that was fucked up.
So
She's
yeah,
like,
I mean, you get that experience too at this new theater.
fucking skull break.
Oh god, there's a scene I want to fucking talk about in season 2 of The
come
Boys,
on,
but I'm like,
pump the
damn
brakes,
it.
man. Pump the brakes. Next
Yeah.
episode, I promise.
Pump
I'll be
the
caught up.
brakes.
Wait till you watch the last episode of the season.
I'm
You're
gonna
gonna
watch
be
it
like,
tonight. I'm watching
you're gonna
tonight.
be like, holy
Wait,
shit!
Bob, you said you're not done with season 2 either?
No, I'm halfway through.
All
it.
right. No, we're gonna get to it. Next, I think
Guys.
fuck
how
Chris.
losers.
Look how high he is.
Yeah, well, I've been done way ahead. Yeah, whatever. Mandalorian season. I mean,
I
episode
haven't
3
watched
was
today.
great.
I haven't watched yesterday's
Oh,
episode.
It's
yet.
good, man.
Yeah,
It's
of course
good. Little short, but good.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong
It's
with
all
that.
right. Yeah, Mandalorian's
The
gonna save Star
Mandalorian
Wars.
is good. I don't know
Yeah.
what you're talking
Yeah.
about.
No,
It's-
There was a
fucking
meme I
phenomenal.
saw the other day, and it was like, man, Pedro Pascal's back must hurt for carrying the Star Wars franchise the last couple of years.
Man, I couldn't believe that article you posted yesterday, whatever, about
But what's the
genocide.
source? What's the source from that article?
Vanity Fair.
Oh, they're from Vanity Fair?
Yeah.
Really? Oh.
Like,
Typical,
fucking
though.
It's make believe. It's
Then,
not
I mean,
real.
what
you
do they think-
fucking morons.
That was
What
an
do you think about the
actual
boys?
article. That was
When
an actual-
Homelander was like, "Fuck this plane, I'm leaving." I don't remember the episode.
and he's like,
committing.
he just lets
this
all those
fake-
people die.
Yeah,
He's
this-
like, fuck it, this is not.
this-
I forget why he
this
does
make
it.
Like,
believe-
you telling me I got to come up 120 something times? Like,
Yeah.
he was too lazy.
Yeah.
Like, fuck that, I'm not doing this shit. Like,
So writing an article like that,
Didn't
like
he fuck
this,
the plane up? He's the
No,
one that caused the plane to crash.
no, he
didn't
didn't fuck the plane up. He went to the cockpit and then he did actually. He
Yeah.
fucking actually not the Red Vision.
Fucking
Yeah, he was like,
dumbass.
we need a big story, and then like he fucked up to the point where he's like, well, fuck it, and then he just lets them fucking crash and die.
Yeah.
God damn, man! But just going back
He
to
is a piece of shit.
Yeah, I can't wait to see the rest.
Wait till you see the last episode sets up the second season so good.
Yeah, very much. But that article about Mandalorians, like, you can't. Are you seriously upset that something happened in a fictional story? It's not real.
Absolutely.
And you want to
Dude, people on Twitter were like,
What?
I have infertility problems and this really brings to light. Like, I'm like, oh my God, it's a fictional fucking story.
Yeah. And goddamn, like, how far are you reaching to want to be offended and be pissed? What? Take a look at yourself and ask yourself, like,
They don't give a shit.
It's so
They don't
ridiculous.
care.
Look yourself in a fucking mirror. It's like, God damn,
It
get
could be.
over it.
It could be a reach for trying to get popularity.
Yeah,
somewhere. It could be
of
one of
course,
those things. Like,
that too.
I need
They just
attention.
wanna be
just
heard.
bored.
Yeah, I need attention.
Manufactured drama, like, it's just the thing to do, man. Like, just people they want to cancel.
Yeah,
Like,
you know all about
Like,
it.
Yeah,
when you
all
go
that
on
shit.
YouTube, and like
you.
don't like the
God
video,
damn it.
do you ever post a condescending comment? Do you ever post like a negative comment?
No, not necessarily. I might give like I wouldn't know if I was going to post it. I would
Your
be
opinion,
constructive
man.
That's just
constructive
like-
criticism.
Your opinion.
Well, I'm trying to get at
I
is,
wouldn't be like a complete
There's
dick
a lot
like
of
this.
trolls, and these trolls just all they want to do is they just want to get heard. You know what I mean? They want to have the funniest
Oh
joke.
yeah. Well, to them, like them saying it, like this one guy said it best. Like he put a shit posting on, and like he's like, "Oh, this is terrible." The comments are just, like they're just reaming him. It's like you don't understand. Like the whole point of me to do this is I'm laughing because you're upset. Louis C.K. said that best one time in one of his stand-ups. Like he said something really unsettling. He's like, you know what? That joke, like, it is what it is. But what I'm really looking after, like, I'm paraphrasing, the fact that you're upset makes me laugh.
Yeah.
Or you're
Yeah.
you know, like you
The
found it
fact that you're-
disgusting.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Where he's talking about like
I don't know what it was
something about
exactly.
where someone's eating a fictional baby or something
or
like
fucking
that.
a dead kid.
Yeah,
He's like,
dead-
who you hurting or some
See,
shit.
what they don't-
Yeah, he's like, you're upset over somebody fucking a fictional dead child.
Yeah, like
and what they don't understand, like you think that's going to stop them? That's going to like make them want to do it more. Like I listened to this episode.
Oh, yeah.
called,
Look,
it's
at,
like-
look
let's
at Paul. As soon as he
simply-
starts shit posting and somebody comments back on it.
Well, it's like essentially just feeding, giving it energy and paying attention. If you don't,
Yeah.
it'll go away. It'll die off.
Yeah.
Just don't give it the attention at a time. It'll just go away.
Nice,
You know?
yeah.
Essentially, that's what
true.
it is. Like, just don't give it the energy and don't pay attention to it. And if, that's because, like you said, they want that. Like they want that, attention or just that kind of energy. You give in. You're just you're just growing it. Yeah, exactly. The engagement. You're
It
letting
goes
it
from
grow.
that and the same thing in politics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're not
I
getting.
know,
into that.
we're not, but I'm just saying.
I think we've hit our time limit.
Nah, fuck the time limit. That's what you get for giving me 3 beers. I'm gonna keep on going.
Three waters.
Nah, just kidding. But no, just to piggyback off that, I listened to this podcast called Sword and Scale, and on the way up here, at the beginning of the episode, he talks about, hey, at the end of this episode, make sure you check it out because I bring all the callers that give me praise that like the episode. They said, want me to continue on this and that, but I do that purposely for all the people that I hate when I do that. So I'm just going to continue doing it. So every time you tell me to do something, I'm going to do the opposite.
Nice.
In the beginning of his fucking episode, it's
man.
hilarious, but
Yeah.
just kind of goes with that.
Hey, they do what he wants. It's enjoyment. Like in a sense, I kind of do that too.
Nah.
sort of. Not to. I do it in a different way, but yeah, I do it my way.
And on that note,
several fucking notes.
yeah, I am Jake, guys.
Supposedly Paul.
And I'm Rob.
There you go. All right.
And we will catch you on the next one. Hopefully, we'll have the live stream working by then.
I don't know.
I mean, we're 4 episodes into this, so. All right, we'll see you on the next one, guys.
Bye bye.
I'm tired of this ending song.